All right, all right, all right. Welcome back to the SBP. It is another beautiful morning. We are back to talk some football here in week 3. And back from my absence last week is my co-host, my guy, Source. What's good?
These frosted flakes.
You
That's a fair statement.
got
You
the
know.
big box, the little box. What you got going on over
Oh
there?
no, you know we got the family size box, even though I'm the only one eating them. The joint don't last but 3-4 days, maybe five, maybe five.
Maybe 5. That's a good thing because usually when I buy the family size box, that I'm the only one eating out of that box, so I love it. I intentionally buy things that only I'm gonna eat most of the time. So
That's terrible, Prime. That is terrible.
now don't get it twisted. Now at some whether she says she don't like it or not, at some point Nicole is gonna like whatever's in that box. So and y'all know how that goes. What's gonna happen is if I'm here, is babe, can I have some? But if I'm not here, she just go in there and just pour a bowl. So I'm just like, okay, so you gonna ask me now. You didn't call and ask me on the phone or nothing. That big box of honey nut Cheerios in there, but that's because you gonna ask. So okay.
Ask for forgiveness, not permission.
That's what it is. That's what it is, man. And of course, back with us once again is our guys, Diggs and Joel. How you guys feeling?
I'm doing well, Got my coffee. That's all I usually need in the morning. Ready to talk some football.
Same. I'm here, so I don't get fined.
Joel made it back to week 3, man. This is
that was a hell of a game you had last week. That was a hell of a game.
No reason for Joel not to come on. I mean, that was they played a hell of a game last week.
They decided to show up, so I decided to show up.
Man, that is dope. That is dope. Jawan might be jumping in here at some point. He said that he saw there was some Baker talk in there, so he said he might have to try to support. So we'll see if Joel.
He a fake Baker fan. Don't let him do that.
Hey, well, you missed some good stuff last week, bro.
You say he a faker?
He for sure a faker.
Yeah, him and Diggs was on that Baker tip last week. It's real as a fake. It was crazy. That was wild. So hopefully it gets up. Don, what up, fam?
Cuzzo.
There you go. He said, "What's up to everybody?" He up and at him, trying to get another win today. The backup quarterback out there doing work.
Mac Jones looked good for him last week.
He started again. He started again today.
I was disgusted by it. He ain't never looked that good for us.
Y'all had like a 3-week span where y'all thought he was good. I remember.
I remember.
He never looked that good. He was out there throwing dimes. He was moving in the pocket. I was like, what is this? This ain't the Mac Jones that we know.
That's how I felt week 1, bitch. It was like, who is that man?
Yeah.
Who is that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jones got a nickname and everything now. They was calling him Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Hey, shoot, in real talk, man. Talk about last week. I guess we can get right into that. Shoot, you talking about Indiana Jones, whatever you want to call Daniel Jones, man. Daniel Jones out here balling. He's had as good of a 2 weeks as just about any quarterback so far this year, man. He balled out last week in a close 29-28 victory over my boy Bo Nix and the Broncos. I
can't believe it.
The man came out. He came out there like Daniel Jones with 316 yards, 2 total touchdowns, and a passer rating of 107.
Whew.
I don't know what got into that, but Indiana likes it.
I'm sure they do.
Hey, man, don't be mad at that, man. Blame the organization. I'm sorry, Joel. I forgot.
I ain't mad. I'm just,
you just question where was this at when we needed it. I get you. I've
been there. He was good during that run in the playoffs like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I guess now. So there's a good player in there somewhere. I never hated him. We were just done. So
yeah, they man, imagine being Indianapolis. And of course, I mean, Source really don't care nothing about the Colts, but I guess he feeling okay because he know who's probably not getting his job back, right? Just right. You say your boy Anthony Richardson probably not getting that job back.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, I ain't gonna say I told y'all. I ain't gonna say I told y'all because I ain't gonna say that. It is what it is. I did tell y'all though. I mean, I did.
You
I
did.
really, I did.
You did. I remember you definitely talked about how bad Anthony Richardson was, even from the first impression. They say first impressions, everything to you. First impression was nothing. Like it was horrible when you went up there, right?
And it was a preseason game against the backups to the backups. I was like, what is he can't be this is this the guy that's gonna lead it? Oh, okay, all right, well, better them than me.
We will welcome in my man Jawan. Jawan, what's good, man?
What's going on, guys?
Hi Jawan, how's it going there, guy? I like your shirt.
What's going on? Thank you.
So, but yeah, so Daniel Jones out here doing work, man. I had a great week last week. To the Patriots, man. Look, the Patriots got that victory, man. They got that victory last week. I know you guys were satisfied with that. 33-27 over the still winless Miami Dolphins. And, man, Drake May, 3 TDs last week. That was nice going for the guy. Drake May actually won me one of my fan duels, helped win me one of my fan duels last week. So I just want to tell you I do appreciate that. So I won 2 out of 5 last week. So but Drake May was the QB in one of those. So
See, you should have put Drake May in the third one. You could have got 3 out of 5, you know.
Probably right. But let me tell you, and I know y'all gonna think I'm Chrissy. There's no way Prime is telling the truth on this, but I'm actually telling the truth on this. And you'd be like, why? I as a lead that I just thought I had the bomb lineup, and I just knew I was gonna win some money in this FanDuel, and I didn't. I actually came in 4th, so the top 3 win. I came in win money. It's nice money too. I came in 4th, but guess who my quarterback was?
Tua?
Nah.
Josh Allen.
No.
Russell Wilson?
Yeah, it was Russell Wilson.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, he bought out. He actually bought out last week.
I started Russell Wilson.
Oh,
it worked out.
Okay,
Playing
that's
against
what
my
you
guy at that, right? Started Russell Wilson. Mainly, well, I knew he would be able to do some work on us. I didn't think he was going to do work like that. But plus, the money worked out so I can afford the players that I wanted. So I can, and I just missed out on the money. I missed being in 3rd place by like 5 points, bro.
Damn.
Hey. I was like, man, I should have found a way to get neighbors in my roster. Some kind. That's what I should have.
For real.
I should have played the hookup. It was dumb on me because I usually play the double up, right? But I didn't. And of course, we had last week when Russ threw for the most yards any quarterback last week, and Neighbors had the most receiving yards. But having a receiver last week. So I tell you something that's even crazier. I had to watch that game at Chuck E. Cheese, bro.
Hilarious.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I had the kiddos over here, and we went to they were, Papa, can we go to Chuck E. Cheese? I said, yeah, we're going. So of course I had to pull a joint up on my phone.
Oh, yeah, they got TVs, huh?
We can't get one on football. There ain't no fathers got to bring kids.
Prime, I'll be right back.
Do your thing.
I got to get this cat. Why these people cat keep coming? You got to
go. Cat problem.
He understands English because he just jumped on the fence. He understands English. Hey, listen, bro. We ain't gonna do this every week.
It's like a sitcom. Oh.
Yeah, but fellas, real time. I'm up. Your boy is up in Chuck E. Cheese with the kiddos.
They're fighting cats.
I got the phone on. I got the iPhone 13 on this bad boy like this. Yeah, you gonna play that next? You gonna get on that? Yeah. So I watched the whole game up until about I don't know, maybe about 5 minutes left in the 4th, and actually made it home to see the game because we went to OT. So it was crazy. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, that happened.
It was a hell of a game. Russell Wilson turned the clock back for the entire regulation, and then OT just happened.
Yeah.
Thank the Lord for Brandon Aubrey.
Yeah,
But
that was
you ain't gonna
64
pay
yards.
Michael, but he
Crazy.
about to be the highest paid kicker in the league, though. I'm gonna tell you that.
Mm.
That man out there kicking to the moon and back, bro. That's crazy.
What a leg. What a leg.
And I do remember, as much as Jerry, just as much of an idiot that Jerry Jones is, and paying the wrong people and doing certain things. I do remember people were laughing at the Cowboys when they first got him. Y'all think every soccer player can be a kicker? Well, he's proving to be worth his weight in gold so far. So
Who
Who's a
was
former soccer player?
who was laughing at
he's a soccer
y'all
player.
kicker? Who was laughing at y'all for getting a kicker?
Oh, you know how social media do, man. It's Cowboys being the Cowboys.
That seemed like a lot of energy for a kicker.
Yeah, but it's the
Dude.
Cowboys.
Dude.
It's the Cowboys, though. You gotta understand.
Like, I'm
It's different rules.
assuming he wasn't like first 3 picks, like first 3 rounds. So it's like, who caring about a kicker in the 4th round or whatever?
Who can? But exactly, that's how I feel.
It's like it's not to the same magnitude, but it's just like this past year when folks were laughing about the money they gave Kevon Turpin. And I'm like, okay, y'all acting like they just gave this man a mega contract. And of course, I mean, he got some nice money. But, special teams players can be invaluable.
Yeah.
Right? So if somebody else would have gave him the money that he got, then nobody had nothing to say. But here we go with the Cowboys. Oh, here we go. Of course, what I found odd enough is there was one of the guys that commented in the group was a Washington fan. And y'all remember what he did to Washington, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that was just division hate, though. I get that.
Spending that type of money. Okay.
You could have told me Joel was hating. I'd have understood.
I would have hated too. But no, Turpin not bad. Special team. And he's like your third receiver.
He's worked his way to battle for that third receiver spot.
Exactly, yeah.
They alternate him and Tolbert. But you think about a guy who probably wasn't on the receiving radar. Honestly, he was probably number 5 when they got him. He just did his thing over in the other league, man. But yeah, we briefly touched on a couple of the teams, but Source.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you about them Eagles, man. You weren't here last week, so we're gonna talk about it. You guys got the victory over the Kansas City Chiefs. How'd you feel about that game, man?
5 words. A win is a win. That's actually not true. That's not true. A win is not a win. Because I'm still sticking to the fact that Buffalo got the brakes beat off them in the first week. Baltimore beat the brakes off Buffalo, but Buffalo got the win, so nobody cares. As far as the Eagles, it was good. It was good back and forth game. I mean, people like to act like, or now acting like the Eagles dominated Kansas City. I'm like, nah. And thankfully, Travis Kelce had some butter on his hands. In their red zone pass, we got the pick. Things went our way a little bit. We did all right. I ain't too hyped. You know what I mean? Said the same thing last year. Not saying it's the same thing. I'm just saying, I'm not going to be over the top with it.
So, what you think about the controversy about the tush push?
And they just hate me because they ain't me. That's it. If everybody could do it, everybody would do it. How you got people? There's people complaining about the jump that tried it. They're like, dang, we can't get it. This is terrible. Terrible for the league. What? What are we doing? Then you got Dean what's Dean Blandino? What's his last name?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He done.
I'm done with the man. Shut up. Like you act like you ain't been on TV before. Like you know what's gonna happen if you say that. Then he gonna backtrack. Oh well, it was just in the moment, and I was feeling like, man, nah. You knew what it was. You the ref on primetime game, and you say that. I don't care what people say. If they take it away, we just do it another way. Like, I mean, why do people act like the Eagles are winning because of the tush push? Like, that's what I'm not understanding. Like, are they winning because of the tush push? Do you not think Saquon's not going to get the yard? Like, what are we doing?
I saw somebody post on one of the posts somewhere said that the Eagles should start off with the tush push today on the first play.
That'd be crazy.
I would be fired.
1st and 10.
And then you're like 7 yards off that jump, That would be crazy.
Crazy 7 yards.
I think they're going to start officiating a little different, though, possibly from what they're talking. Because, I do believe, and I don't really have an issue. I mean, it is what it is, so somebody can stop it. Now, I am in the one that a lot of stuff that I've been seeing lately and talking to some of not talking to, like I know these people, but seeing some of these people on TV talk about it, that there's legit concern, at least of a penalty offensively.
Yeah, that's fair.
And how do you officiate it? Are you able to see the ball? Actually when it's actually being hyped.
Mhm.
So we acting like we can't see the football now. We acting like we can't.
That's what they say.
We don't have yard markers. We don't have none of that. You can see if somebody's offside or lined up offside on offense or defense. So why is it now all of a sudden an issue? False start. Just call it. What is the problem? I don't understand. Like making a big deal to make something that people are trying to make a big deal a bigger deal. It's all silly to me.
Yeah, they're claiming that it's too many other things to watch.
Such as how many people do you need to watch?
I have some more officials. I mean, I don't know.
Y'all got all the cameras. We're doing laser lines on the field and imaginary. What are we doing? We doing all these other things, but we can't figure that out. That's crazy. You can't figure out if people are moving before the ball is snapped. That's what we're saying. There's too many people to figure out if two people in the backfield, 1, 2, and the quarterback. Why are we acting like, what are we talking about? I don't get it. But if it's a talking point. How about other people stop turning the ball over? How about that?
That's true. You guys got any thoughts on this tush push?
No, they ain't got no thoughts on it because they ain't got nothing to do with them. It ain't got nothing to do with
No. I actually was in
should be outlawed.
With stories. To me, I've always felt as though any excuse, like if it's within the rules, right? Like I remember that one year where New England started using offensive linemen as receivers, like hella heavy.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what is that? It's like, hey, did you read the rule book? It's in the rule book that we could do it. So don't complain because we're the only team that wants to do it often. It's in the rule book. So for me, I don't appreciate excuses and losses. And if it was a penalty, wasn't a penalty. Look, I remember Tom Brady throwing an interception at AFC Championship. And because dude stepped off sides, it got us the ball back. And we ended up going to the Super Bowl. So I will never support making excuses. A win is a win. A win is
for sure a win.
I don't care how you get it. So I'm with you, Toys. I'm with you.
No, I do agree. Like a win is a win. Do I think that they sometimes jump early? Probably. But I also, one from just playing football and also just from knowing and watching many other games, anytime there's any type of QB sneak or really goal line run, players jump early. And it's just like it all comes to the human element of it. Like sometimes if it's missed, it's missed. So it's unless we're getting robot referees to do perfect, that's just the human element of the game. It sucks, sure. Nobody's ever happy when it goes against them, but you're probably in an instance where it's not the tush push, it's just a regular QB sneak. I guarantee some of your linemen jumped early because everybody's trying to get their advantage.
But why is nobody saying just throw the flag?
But that's what I'm saying. So but my point is that's human element. Refs miss stuff. Refs miss calls all the time. We get on here and talk about it a lot. And another thing, it's coming from the Chiefs right now. And I know it's not the Chiefs fans talking about refs missing calls and causing them to lose. Because we've seen very big elements of how the Chiefs fans have gotten the benefits of ref calls. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
That's true. That's a good point.
Well, yeah, you got any thoughts on it, Joel?
Nah, my line has been bad enough for anybody to do a tush push and get through. So
I ain't
worried about their tush push. Ain't no better than anybody else on my line.
Yeah, I think I just want to see how starting today and throughout the rest of the season, how it's going to be officiated now. They've been talking about it this past week. it was on, so on the biggest stage of it's been highlighted this whole week. They're talking about it. I woke up to them talking about it this morning. So now I want to see how it gets officiated from here on out. And also, if and when those flags start coming, what adjustments that the Eagles actually make? Because they're not going to stop doing it. They're going to find a way to make it accepted. And then we'll see the success rate and do the numbers go down, do they stay the same, and we just keep it pushing.
People, not me. People keep saying the Eagles have the best line in football. If the Eagles have the best line in football, just according to people, and Saquon Barkley, what's going to happen on 3rd and short? What's going to happen?
Don't give it to Saquon.
I don't understand. Come on, bro. Come on now.
Something to watch, man. Something to watch. Joel, when we briefly talked about it, man, not to rub salt in the wound. It was a game. It's probably but the game. It was a game of the week last week, to be honest.
Joel, don't buy into it, man. Don't buy
Well, I ain't rubbing that in, man. That was a heck of a game. I told them so you was gone. I watched that game in the Chuck E. Cheese, bro. But
oh yeah, I heard you.
Yeah, I watched that game in Chuck E. Cheese, bro, with the kiddos. But Joel, overall, man, how did you feel about the Giants' performance in that game against Dallas? Because it was a barn burner.
Unexpected. It's probably my first thought outside of where like I saw life. I saw something I didn't see week 1 at all. I will say the line held up much, but obviously until once they got Hudson out of there, it looked a lot better. But the line actually held up a little bit. Russ stayed in the pocket a little longer, and it worked. The receivers got open. The running game even opened up a little bit. They got a little tricky, even threw out Dart for a couple plays, even though they're all rushing plays. It was fun. Like, yeah, it was a lot of back and forth. The defense couldn't hold up enough, obviously. It just especially down the middle. We keep losing middle like inside linebackers. our backup is hurt. So like,
oh yikes!
Yeah, we're down to our like third. We had to bring in a linebacker off the practice squad. so like yeah. I know, but that one spot, the same spot, keeps getting hurt. So it's like it's really weird. Yeah, man. I that's why I'm here. Honestly, they played so well. Russ looked super good till like the very end. We threw the pick. Where I think that looked to me, it was like a miscommunication, like because he didn't even get close to the receiver. I was like, okay, that's a little odd, considering how accurate and how on point they were till that point.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, to me, it was just a miscommunication at the worst time. But yeah, that's kind of to where it fell off. And obviously, credit to Aubrey and his goddamn leg from like that kick was crazy and good for him. And I was really proud of them. I kept talking every week. I think I brought up Marcus Bowe, the backup line swing tackle that we got, and he came in and held it down because it just wasn't working with the left tackle we had in there. That was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. I think it was like 4 penalties in a row to start that game or whatever. It was insane. But the rookie came in and held it down, so I give him credit. I knew I liked him, so hopefully, it looks like Andrew Thomas is going to play today.
Yeah,
that's a plus. Yeah, so like we'll probably have Bo come off the bench. It's good insurance considering. So I saw some positivity there. Obviously, we still lost the game, unfortunately, but there's a lot to take out. I love what I saw out of Scatterboo. Like that was a hell of a run. He plays hard. He's fun to watch, man. He really is. And like Neighbors held it like some crazy like Wandale Robinson. They finally threw the ball to fucking Slayton. It was great. It was a lot of spreading the wealth. I loved it.
Yeah, heck of a performance, man. Like we say, 450 for Russ, and for me, just. One negative, every team is going to come out looking to throw for 400 because our secondary is trash at this point. And but the one positive is Javonte Williams once again. Very little money invested in the offseason, and through 2 games, he has been outstanding for the Dallas Cowboys. I've always been a fan of his, even when he was coming out of college out of Carolina. I was just, concerned about the injuries he was having.
No.
But so far through 2 games, he has been money. Was after doing this thing. So I did cringe a little bit when they gave that one call to Miles Sanders because I thought had that thought of him fumbling the ball against the Eagles again. I said a game that could have maybe won us that game. I don't know what would. There's still some time left, but that was like we were there.
No, the touch push would have saved us.
Yeah, I'll tell you then. We'd have had 1st and 10. They didn't win touch push. It was over. But he even came through, so that's just what it was, man. CD's didn't touch the end zone, but it's another 100-yard game for him. Pickens got in the end zone, so
Ferguson couldn't stop Ferguson.
Yeah, Ferguson, my guy, man. Ferguson, my guy. So, but it just proves that we're gonna have to win. Score 30 and 35 in a lot of games, get victories this year. But I've seen this before. I've seen this before. Even back in the Tony Romo days. So I've seen it. So have to win games when the other quarterback throws for 400. But it is what it is, man. But we'll see what Caleb Williams does against us today. He due for a big game finally, and this what he needs. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have no faith in the Bears.
I have no faith in our secondary, so we good. So
no faith on either side.
That's what it was last week. Just throw
on, Prime. Prime, you gotta tell me how were you feeling when y'all were up and y'all were up by 4 and y'all got beat over the top. That was crazy.
I just felt like
I feel like people are not like upset enough with me about crazy. That's crazy.
When you're a Cowboy fan, so a long not somebody who's casual. Like if you've been a Cowboy fan over these past few years, you've seen that before. You've seen that multiple times before. That's crazy. And especially I keep talking about the Tony Romo days, but you see that all the time. The Cowboys used to blow a crazy amount of leads. He would really be one of the only reasons they even in the game. You know what I'm saying? Getting beat over the top with a minute and a half to go. I've seen that several times. I've seen the Giants do it to us. I've seen the Rams do it to us. I've seen it several times. So I was just like, again, we still doing this, but it is.
Hey Joel, how'd you feel when your team allowed the Cowboys to get right back down the field and kick a field goal to tie the game to go into OT?
Well, see, here's the thing. If you're a Giants fan, as long as we've been. It's basically whatever Prime said. We can just apply it to the Giants.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Eli used to do that to us all the time, though. I mean, as far as the over the top stuff, Eli was with the main company. Philly used to get us. Hey, what's your boy Source? Used to do the belt joint. Freddie Mitchell. He called it.
That's a name I ain't heard in forever.
Get that joint. Say, I just knew we had that game. We used to that. Heartbreakers. And my Patriots brethren. No, we touched on it, but what you see last week, man?
I see money well spent in the offseason. Harold Landry, Milton Williams, money very well spent. Drake May has shown that when the offense can have somewhat of a successful run game, that he can sling that thing, man. I still feel as though Diggs is still kind of working his way back. We need to get him more into it. We need to get Pop Douglas more into it. But Kayshawn is balling. He told people he wanted to remind them that he was a first-round pick. And each week so far, he's been looking really good. He might end up just being our wide receiver 1. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Shout out to Diggs, but it might be Kayshawn. Ramondre Stevenson must have heard Didge, because he played like he didn't want to get released. We appreciate that. And right now, what it's looking like is that teams know that we don't have Christian Gonzalez, and they're attacking whatever side of the field Christian Gonzalez replacement is on. So it looks like they're not targeting. God, why do I keep forgetting the corner?
Carlton Davis.
Thank you, Carlton Davis. They're not attacking Carlton Davis. They're attacking our other young guys. So that's something we got to keep eyes on. Gonzalez is also out this week, so that's gonna suck. Against DK Metcalf, but
it's gonna be all right.
This team has shown that they can put points on the board, and it's been a really long time since we could say that. So they can get turnovers, they can get stops when we need them to. So I'd say last week was a game we could have lost, we should have lost, but we didn't. So win in my books.
Yeah, I think it's like Source said at the beginning, win is a win. First and foremost. So you take that. You need to win these ugly ones if you're going to get the prediction like Juwan and I said at the beginning of the season and sneak into a wild card berth. So I'm happy about that. There are definitely things that they could sort of tighten up.
I appreciate y'all for that too, because I won't, I told you Source write stuff down, and he was out last week. I didn't want to have that 0-2 conversation.
Oh boy, that would have been.
I was kind of a part of that, so I wasn't trying to have that.
I might not have been here.
I told you, Prime, that wouldn't have bothered me if New England went 0-2, only because me and Diz never said they was gonna win every game. So I mean,
but
realistically,
I can't come off a prediction.
It would have bothered me.
I can't come off a prediction and go 0-2.
I thought about y'all. I did. I thought about y'all. That's all. I did.
It's all right, because I was hate watching that Eagles game saying, who would I love more? To see Source with the Eagles loss or the Chiefs losing? And my hate for the Chiefs outweighed that. But I was paying attention.
I appreciate you not hating me as much as an organization. Thank you.
Anytime, man.
But no, I think like Juwan said, there was a lot that was you're able to be happy about. I do think there are some things that we could have tightened up, like that last field goal, that drive just sort of felt like we were just playing to kill time, and we just so happened to be in field goal position where it's like, I think if we would have been a little bit more aggressive, we wouldn't have had to worry of having to give them back the ball. Now, granted, our defense stepped up and it didn't mean anything in the end of it, but we shouldn't have had to be kind of worried that, oh man, Tua has the ball. Tyreek was playing really well all day, and he's just one play away at any moment. And it just kind of felt like we didn't need that necessary stress.
Yeah, and just real quick, Prime, to add just two quick things. Didge, the thing, because I remember you telling me you had a major issue with the firing of Gerard Mayo last year. You thought it wasn't fair. It was the first year. They didn't really give him a fair shot. But one thing
I still do, but
No, this isn't even like that. I'm just saying that the thing that I was most proud of last week was you can see the difference of coaching. Because last year, that punt return, right, could have essentially killed us.
Fair.
This game's over. This year, we get stops when we need stops, even though you could argue we should have got stops like 3 touchdowns before. But we get stops when we need stops, and we're scoring. And another thing that I'm really proud of is Vrabel trusts Drake May. There was a couple of 4th downs. He went for it. And last year, that's a punt.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I like that it feels different this year. That's my biggest thing. I just like that it feels a little different.
That is fair.
Fair enough. We'll see what you got. Who you guys got to kill today, right? Man, we're going to talk about that, matter of fact. That's going to be one of the games we're going to pick. So that'll work. Only other thing for me last week, of course, is the obvious, probably the biggest news outside of the tush push, was Joe Burrow once again hurt. And I know this is going to shade a lot of people's thoughts about him as a quarterback, just the fact he can't stay, what kind of conversations should he be in? And, we're not talking this time, again another 3 weeks. We were talking basically 3 months at least. So they would have to be in position to make the playoffs for them to think about bringing him back when they say he should be ready. I don't know how likely that is because if you look at their schedule after today, they next face the Broncos. Okay, I mean, we know who the Broncos are, but I still hate to be a backup facing that that secondary.
Yeah.
Then you play the Lions and the Packers.
Mm.
Then later in the season, you have to deal with Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, and you still have to play the Ravens twice.
That 3-week span, I think it's the 27th of November. I think that's Thanksgiving. So that 3-week span is Ravens, Bills, Ravens.
Oh my!
That could very much be 0-3 right there. Like that's 3 losses. Like you said, the Packers, Lions, and Broncos. That could be 6 losses between those two with the backup.
And after hearing that news, any of you out there listening, there's quite a few people on. We appreciate y'all, man. We definitely appreciate y'all. When you go to work tomorrow in the grocery store before the games today, if you know a Bengals fan, please give them a big hug. Just give them a big, huge hug and tell them it's going to be okay. Because that is crazy. And then it robs us because none of us signed up to see the great matchup that we're going to get today between Carson Wentz and Jake Browning.
I forgot JJ McCarthy isn't playing. Oh, crap.
That's right.
So, if you had something you want to say?
I just am curious about the people that could be mad at Joe Burrow for getting hurt. Are they the same people that said, "Man, I don't know how Joe Burrow survived with this line," or is this different people? Because we got to be one. It can't be both. You can't be mad at somebody for getting hurt, but then applaud them for surviving 51 sacks in a season and all that. That's crazy. The fact that he survived is the thing. Him getting hurt should be no surprise.
Yeah, I agree. I think, it depends on what type of conversations we're having. If they're getting mad about him getting hurt, that's one thing. I think that's crazy. But when we start talking about where he ranks amongst today's NFL quarterbacks, this makes it even harder to judge at this point. This year, he have turf toe this time, right? It's a turf toe injury.
Yeah.
So depending on your criteria and certain things, we're going to talk about some quarterbacks here in a minute, but it's kind of hard because a lot of it, me included, we're talking that he is a top 5, in some cases top 3 at some point quarterback on what he could do, and and his expectations and the talent, things of that nature. But now that we're sitting, if we want to look over his career so far, it's kind of hard to have him in those conversations. Fair or not fair.
Wow, they all lose. They all lose at the same time.
Yeah, but he's
outside of Patrick Mahomes, they all lose at the same time.
Yeah, but he's spending more time off the field than on the field.
How many of them been to a Super Bowl? In that conversation, how many have been to a Super Bowl not named Patrick Mahomes?
Oh no, the ones that we talk about the top quarterbacks now. There's one that's debatable. There's one that's debatable. That's been the one. It's been the 2.
Well, wait. My question is: you're saying it's hard to put Joe Burrow in the elites because he's always injured? Is that what you're saying, Prom?
There's going to be people that are going to have that conversation.
I mean, my only issue with that conversation is that conversation didn't exist for Andrew Luck. People still considered him.
They doing him like Andrew Luck.
No, that conversation definitely existed for Andrew Luck.
No. Because timeout did. Because remember, the only thing that stopped Andrew Luck from getting to the Super Bowl was Tom Brady. It wasn't like Andrew Luck was going here losing out to Ben Roethlisberger and all these other guys. He's losing to Tom Brady each year.
But people have these conversations though, like whether it's football or basketball. You can say the same thing. Not the I know Source gonna be like, oh, here we go. But
here we go. I don't want to hear about Patrick Ewing losing.
I ain't talking about Ewing, but we can have that conversation too. But Melo when he was with the Nuggets, who was beating those teams? Who was beating those squads that Melo lost to when he was over the
Melo?
I'm just saying, let's be real. I just feel we're really selective on the criteria or what the criteria is. That's just like people gauging everything somehow. I give you a prime example. I saw a post today about the great Tony Gonzalez, right? And as most people know, Tony Gonzalez, what did he miss? 2 games his entire career, 17 seasons, whatever.
Crazy.
But there are people in the comments, when you talk about Tony Gonzalez, saying, "But what did he win?" So he can't be.
I ain't never heard that for a tight end,
bro.
Well, yeah, that's
considered.
That's wild.
that don't make no sense.
He's considered the greatest by many, the greatest to ever do it. There's some recency bias on where Kelsey is now and all this, but the greatest to ever do it. But there are people legitimately in the comments talking about, but what did he win?
I really have never heard that for a tight end.
That's
that
crazy.
is insane. That would have been my own response.
When I find the joint again later, I'm gonna send it to you.
To be fair though, if you are doing your top 5, right? You do kind of look at what Shannon Sharp was able to do, what Gronk was able to do, what Travis Kelce was able to do. And then I feel like Gonzalez is in that 5, but he might not be 1, 2, or 3. And I don't think you're wrong if you don't have him 1, 2, or 3. If Shannon is in that, Kelsey's in that, and Gronk.
We giving Shannon a nod because Shannon got a ring, right?
Yeah, I mean that would be.
I think that's what he's saying.
Yeah,
okay.
That would be what you're giving the nod to. Yeah.
I'm gonna disagree because again, I don't think wins should be a QB stat, but they are. Since when are wins a tight end stat or like a wide receiver stat?
Since never.
Insane.
Well,
because
wait, Did my question to you is how do you differentiate? Like, how do you then compare what each tight end does to
just their stats? Like you stats and you watch and see how they play. Like you have to go back and watch some games, and then you do the stats. This was insane when I saw this comment come up. I was like, yo,
no. I think to me sometimes stats can be a little misleading.
But that's why I also said you go watch. But that's why I said you do go watch because you can also because you're right. Stats don't tell the whole story, but watching a game does. So going back and rewatching old games, you see how dominant they are on the field, or you see how defenses had to react because somebody's there or they moved into a slot. You understand, like, oh, okay, this person is a problem. But it's like
Brownie and Brady, they both have BRs.
This was crazy too. Like the comments have been wild.
But
I like Brownie, but it's crazy.
My only issue is I don't think saying Tony Gonzalez is a top 5 tight end, right? And if you got him at 3, 4, or 5, I don't think that's a slight to him because if you're saying what's ahead of him is Travis Kelce, Rob Gronkowski, and Shannon Sharp, I don't think that's a knock at Gonzalez at all. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it. When it's all said and done, people might still have Brady over Patrick Mahomes, even if Mahomes doesn't get the rings. You can always argue Mahomes is a better thrower of the football than Tom Brady. Yeah. But he does not have the complete intangibles of Tom Brady to be better than Tom Brady. So
but in this case,
I don't think it's a knock to Tony if you're saying he's 2, 3, 4, or 5. That's
but in this case, your intangibles are rings. And again, it goes back to my original statement. Since when is rings a tight end stat? Like that doesn't make sense to me.
So, okay, last question. Do you think Tony Gonzalez was a great blocking tight end?
I think he was good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think because
I'm only asking because that's the intangible to why. And again, it's a homer pick for anyone who yells at me about it. I think Robert Gronkowski is the best at receiving and blocking, not just receiving and blocking. I think he is the best out of that group of Shannon, Kelce, and Gonzalez. So that's what I mean by intangibles. I wouldn't throw Rob's rings in Gonzalez's face. But I am saying if you come down to it, that might be what edges someone over the other. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's perfectly fine. My thing is my whole statement wasn't that, he needs to be number 1 because of any of this. It was Prime said that this person was saying, rings knocks him out of that greatest conversation. And that's just insane to me.
Gotcha.
Okay. Right.
Agreed.
Yeah, so we're going to get So, fellas, I mean, we're gonna still get to see the matchup, but we're gonna get robbed of seeing the quarterbacks throw to these guys today.
If we being honest, Carson Wentz might be an upgrade from JJ McCarthy. We saw last week. We all saw last week, and even we saw 3/4 of week 1. So it's like the jury is still out whether or not that is an upgrade or a downgrade for me.
Come talk to him, Dig.
I'm leaning more so with Didge because to me, I've seen horrible quarterbacks get phenomenal receivers the ball. So I don't think this is the week we're going to start assuming that guys just magically can't throw the football at all. I mean, it doesn't really take much. I mean, you can always throw Chase and Jefferson open. It's just a matter of you making smart decisions, and I think it's just going to be a matter of the defenses more so than the offense is not living.
I think with Jefferson, you definitely you don't have to be perfect with Jefferson, sure. Mm-hmm. Jefferson will make a way. I think Chase is more dangerous down the field, but also where you line him up to. I mean, he's going to be a matchup whoever he lines up against, period, right? But you can move him around to make him even more dangerous, especially if you decide on those formations and you put him in the slot. So I'm not saying there won't be any fireworks today. I just would have loved to see the 2 starting quarterbacks. I'm not as down on J.J. McCarthy as a lot of people is, because I saw, even in the first week, I saw a lot of good, especially where he stuck his neck out there in that comeback.
Yeah.
So I think the jury's still out. And as far as Browning, I mean, if you go back, so Browning, he threw 3 picks last week, but he threw, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he was throwing. He threw a lot more than I thought he would have.
Didn't he throw the 3 picks first?
Didn't the man play 2 games so far this season and he sucks? Like
Browning?
No, JJ. He said JJ.
No, well, JJ had a that second half.
No, he had a great quarter. Let's. It was a good fourth quarter.
Okay,
it was a good fourth quarter. Everything else, all other 7 quarters were terrible.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just think it's too early to say someone sucks or they're the greatest. It's just,
of course, who said that, so we give him 2 seconds.
Well, that's why I said, that's why I said the jury is still out, in my opinion. I ain't gonna hold you. I am sort of leaning towards that way, like early results and his time at Michigan. At Michigan, I give it a pass because Michigan, that wasn't what he was clearly there for. Like, they had 2 running backs that all you needed to do was get them the ball. You could have had Juwan out there just handing them the ball.
Yeah, nice
they won.
Dang, Juwan.
Hey, I mean, you could have just said Joe Blow. Why you have to make it personal?
He said Juwan.
Hey,
I
was just going, just.
Hey,
my bad. Tony Gonzalez is the greatest of all time, dude. Man. Damn.
Hey, you see these 2? Hey, man, look, you see these 2 are throwing dots at each other. We might not make it to Thursday night, bro.
Probably not. Probably not. We'll see.
Might not make it to Thursday night. I'm gonna be there.
I'm glad. Please be there. Don't talk it out.
I will say this, Prime. I will say this. If we've learned anything in today's NFL, it's that it's really difficult to write off a quarterback early, right? Because a lot of people would have told you Sam Darnold's time with the Jets, man, was hot doo-doo water garbage, right? And it just seemed to be the Jets wasn't the place for him. So I'm just not saying in 2 games of this kid's quote-unquote rookie season will I sit here and go, he's trash. Even if it looks bad, but it's things that you can fix to improve yourself. So I'm like, the kid doesn't look like Tim Tebow. You know what I'm saying?
Not writing him off. He about to get Addison back soon too. I mean, I think he's gonna be all right.
My ratings are always in the moment, so I reserve the right to change those.
I mean,
as of right now, he is trash.
I'm not saying that will be his career.
That's fair.
Right. It's just 2 games. Like, I can't do that.
The best thing for me is out of this one is we get some fireworks. Mm-hmm. I would love nothing more for this game for both teams to at least get in the high 20s, maybe even the 30s. I just want to see some quarterbacks out just slinging it. That's what I want to see. So,
I feel like you'll get that at the very least.
Yeah.
Now, how many of those will be picks? Depends on the defenses.
Hey, Prime just said throw it. He didn't say throw it back.
Well, we'll see what goes down, man. The one positive, I mean, Jake Brown in 2023, he was the quarterback, of course, because Burrow was out, and they went 4-3. So, we shall see.
So they at least still have a shot.
Mhm.
That schedule is hell though.
Hey, are they the ones they go to Ireland next week?
Do
I
they?
think they did.
That Broncos game is in Ireland.
What's the game next week?
Let me see.
Is it the Vikings? Hold on, wait a minute. It's the Vikings and Steelers, right?
Ireland NFL.
I keep getting them mixed up. Is it Cincinnati?
Yeah, it's Steelers and Vikings.
Steelers and Vikings. Okay, Steelers and Vikings in Ireland. And then the very next week, the Vikings go to London. If I'm correct, I remember saying that early. They play in the
That sounds right.
2 weeks in a row. I think it's
because they play the Browns in London the week after. Then the week after that, it's the Broncos and Jets in London.
Wow,
Jets.
I hope Fields is back. I want to see him in both Knicks. That'd be dope. That'd be dope. All right, let's get into this. These quarterback conversations here, because Baker Mayfield, man. I know there's different there's different thoughts on Baker Mayfield on this here panel. Varying thoughts on how people feel about Baker, where Baker is amongst today's quarterbacks.
It's a bake-off.
So this should be very interesting. The question today is Baker Mayfield top 5 right now? And before you guys, jump through the wall or how you crazy, I'm just talking about what we're seeing here right now. So I know it's only 2 weeks. We're going into week 3. But the way these guys are playing and performing are crazy. If you want to give a ranking on where you think he is overall, that's fine. My thought was kind of more or less what we've seen through these 2 weeks, right? Because Baker been balling. I don't care what
Baker has been balling.
Baker been balling. But I'm gonna start with Joel first. Right now, from what you've seen, Joel, do you think that Baker Mayfield, as of what we've seen this year, is a top 5 quarterback?
A top 5 quarterback this year?
I know it's only 2 weeks, but I'm just saying.
But I mean, if we're gonna go by just this year, then Daniel Jones is a top 5 quarterback too. Then right? If we're gonna go by the last 2 weeks,
he might be.
If that's the case, then yeah, Bake's up there. He's top 5 for sure. I'm not saying. I mean, he's playing as better. I mean, he's playing as good as you want him to play. Team looks good.
Now with Baker, Joey, Baker, it is fair. Now I know I said this year, but with Baker, you got a little more body at work. I think it is kind of fair if you kind of think about last year too, though. I mean, this ain't no flash in the pan. So I think with him, you can factor in how he played last year as well.
Have they made the playoffs?
And it's continued into this year. Yeah.
Have they made the playoffs since they've gotten him? Every year?
I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they beat the Eagles.
Maybe not the first year. How long has he been there? 3 years now?
4
years?
This is his 3rd year, I believe. They beat the Eagles.
Yeah, I think he's been there every year.
Yeah, it was the last 2 years. Yeah, I'm sorry.
They beat the Eagles in the wild card.
Forgot
the
about
first season that Jalen started, if I'm not mistaken. Am I mixing up years? I might be.
No, that was 2023.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, right. Because they beat the brakes off the Eagles. Yeah, that was the year the Eagles fell off the cliff. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, at the end. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. Top 5 based on the last couple of years. Where did we have him last year? Where did they have him in the ranking? He was what, 8, right? Something like that.
He was. I know he was outside of. He was outside of the top 5. It was somewhere between like 8 or 9.
He is 8, according to this ranking. Because we talked about this at the beginning of week 1, so I'm really curious to hear some answers.
So let's say he's like Well, what do you have above him is really what it comes down to. I never really thought about it. Like, I guess based on his play, you could say he's playing a top 5 quarterback. But like, if I actually put it all together, that's a tough one.
It's a tough one. You got to think about it. So he may not have as many yards through 2 weeks passing the football, but think about some of the situations that he's been in already. Remember, he led that comeback in the last game with his arm and his legs. You know what I'm saying? So he made a gutsy move. Was that third down? I think third and long, whatever. Like seems like he's taking the moments all in and doing what he needs to do. Do I need to go out here and sling this thing 30 times in the game? Okay. Do I need to make these plays here and take off and take off? Okay. He's got a really good rookie receiver that somebody told y'all about to be on the lookout for, and he's found a way to get him into the offense, and he's slinging them some dimes. So it's something to think about.
I think at least look, I think he might just be outside of the top 5.
Okay.
And if you look at you got maybe Jalen Hurts in the top 5 right now.
If we talking this year, that's cool. If we're talking this year, that's a hard one for me. Okay. And don't get it. Jalen Hurts he's winning games. All right, and that's all that matters. He's winning games. The man is 2-0. Right. So if we're gonna do performances with him, he hasn't had the performances statistically. Let me say that, right? But they haven't needed him to have those statistics. Like, I don't think am I wrong? He hasn't thrown a touchdown yet. I think all his touchdowns are by his legs, right? By his legs.
Rushing, yeah. I don't know.
No,
and I'm not saying that's a good or a bad thing.
Didn't the Rams get like a deep pass by Baker this past Monday?
I don't think he has any passing touchdowns though.
Who?
Hurts.
No, Hurts.
Hurts does not have a passing touchdown this year.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about Baker.
Correct. I didn't even know that.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying.
Not a good thing.
And they 2-0, so you win by what you win by. But I'm just saying, for me personally,
that's fair.
Hurts not in my top 3, and I would probably argue as of right now for this season, these 2 weeks, I don't know if he's in my top 5, and that's not a bad thing. Right. But I can think of 5 quarterbacks I'd probably put in front of him right now.
How do you say he's not in your top 5 and that's not a bad thing? What do you mean, Brian? What are you saying? That's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing that he's not.
Because he's playing his part, though. He's 2-0. He's the leader of the team. He's 2-0. And
still getting touchdowns.
He hasn't hurt his team.
Man, we're gonna drag this Baker Mayfield conversation for a long time. This man threw for a buck and change in week 1, right? Am I tripping?
Who, Baker?
Yep. Okay. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Well, he's playing. Look,
everybody else must stink. That must be the key.
Nah, so the thing is, Baker's done what Joe Boy has done. He's done what he needed to win the game. He has a signature, and just like your guy has had a signature play or two to help you out of victory, he's had in both games signature plays to help get them to victory. Right? He didn't have to. I'm not defining somebody got to throw for 300 definitely to be a quarterback. Let's be real. Okay.
Dak Prescott had a signature play too.
And Dak and
he in the top 5?
Outside of about 3 or 4 plays that could have been picked off in week 1, I gotta admit, Dak don't have no yards like talking about throwing this year, but Dak has actually played well, right? But if you're gonna ask me to put, when I'm considering these 2 quarterbacks, I'll say Baker Mayfield and even in Hurts. I'm not putting them before Josh Allen right now, as of this year. Nobody should be putting him before Josh Allen right now. But you can make it. That's how you feel. I hate to say it because of the noise that's in the comments, but as of today, Justin Herbert.
Yep.
Does everybody have their phone out?
Oh, I mean, I'm going to agree with Source. Immediately jump in. Baker, he's right outside of the top 5, and I do think that there are 5 quarterbacks that are far and above playing better than him right now.
Far and above.
Bro was 17 for 32 in week 1. Top 5 is wild.
Okay. But this is my thing. But you asked me too about Jalen Hurts.
Oh no, that was Joel.
I
That
didn't.
wasn't me.
That was Joel.
Oh,
That was
I'm
Joel.
going to say because I got 5
That wasn't me.
And like I
would
said,
never
it's not
ask
a
such a
bad
question.
thing. I'm just telling you, I got 5 quarterbacks as easily right now as of today that I'm as of today. This could change after the day.
Hold on, Prime. Who are you 5? Let's just get to this point. Who are you 5, Prime? Let's talk.
As of right now,
As of right, I mean, this is your question. So
all
your
right, I'm gonna
topic.
tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna put ahead of them right now. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson,
Yep.
Justin Herbert. You can't take Justin Herbert been balling these last 2 weeks.
Yep.
I'm gonna put Matthew Stafford before him right now,
Damn.
and we can argue either Jordan Love,
Jordan Love.
and I can argue Goff right now.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Bo Nix too, bro. Hold on.
Now, both
Only got a bad week one.
That's a horrible week one. And you can last week was different.
Yeah, last week was different.
But I have no Hurts is not in my top 5 as of today. Definitely Jaden Daniels not, who most people would have figured would have been.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So
That's been bad for Jaden. He had a good week one. He got hurt last week.
yeah. But like I said again, it ain't like we talk about Hurts. Ain't like the man been stinking up. He's doing what needed to be done. I'm not saying he needed to go throw for 300, 400 in the game. I'm just telling you, at least 5 of those quarterbacks I named as of 2 weeks into the season have been better than Jalen Hurts.
What Jalen Hurts got to do with this?
No, I was bring up because they got thrown.
What are we
What
doing?
y'all do with Jalen Hurts? That's what I'm saying. I was answering the question.
So
Now
those 5,
we talking about Baker. So Baker Mayfield. So he's not top 5. Where is he then? How close is he to that 5?
Maybe
I'd put him 7, and that's where I put him at the beginning of the season. Where Jawan told me he's not better than Brock Purdy. So Jawan puts him in his top
That
5.
is not what I
Yeah.
said.
I can go back to it because
That
they
is
had him
not
at
what I
8
said.
and they had Brock Purdy at 7, and I said that is disrespectful to Baker Mayfield. And so
No.
Carl Baker Boy was like, "Well, I don't know."
No,
Damn, he called you Baker
I
Boy.
said-
Good God.
Oh no, I am the
called
mayor.
He called himself.
Yeah,
He called himself
himself
Baker.
boy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I went.
I agree about Patrick Mahomes too.
No. What
Mahomes
I
has been
said,
playing.
what I said in the context of what I said is that you can have a conversation because somebody that takes you to a Super Bowl cannot be disregarded in a top 10. You can't disregard a guy that's gone to 1 or 2 Super Bowls. You can't do that. Like you cannot do that. And we wouldn't
Trent
do it
Dilfer.
for anyone
So
else.
I was just about to, because that's the
No,
same person I
no,
brought
no,
up
no.
before. So Trent
I was
Dilfer,
about to say Trent. What about Brad Johnson?
that's
What
what I'm saying.
though, is
Brad Johnson.
no one has ever had a
What are you talking about?
Trent
Rex
Dilfer
Grossman.
being
My favorite one.
a top 10 quarterback. That conversation.
But he took the team to a Super Bowl,
For
so
Brock
apparently the
Purdy.
conversation could be had.
I'm saying, if you're telling me Trent Dilfer and Brock Purdy's numbers are comparable, I don't think they are. So all I'm saying is that if Brock Purdy is going to a Super Bowl and his numbers are not that bad, top 10 at 10 or 9 is not a bad conversation to have. That's what I was putting over Baker,
But-
is that he's been to a Super Bowl. He's been to a Super Bowl. I can't just look at that like it's nothing. That's all I'm saying. Because to me right now, if Justin Herbert went to a Super Bowl and Lamar Jackson didn't, we would look at Justin Herbert as a better quarterback than Lamar Jackson. He's going to a Super Bowl. You would have to have that conversation. That's all I was saying. Not that he's a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield. Is that if he's going to a Super Bowl, that's something very big that you have to put in conversation. So I was saying it in the context of the accomplishment of going to a Super Bowl. I got to kind of look at it and go, I can't have you 11, 12, or 13. Going to a Super Bowl, dog.
I said he should not be 7. He is not a top 7 quarterback in the league.
Brock Purdy?
No.
Okay, if you don't want to have him at 7, that's fine. I'm just.
But that was my point
That he
before.
belongs in the top 10.
Debatable. But regardless, Baker's not top 5 right now. Prime named the 5 quarterbacks already who are better than him, who are not necessarily better than him career-wise and playing better than him right now. So I can't put him top 5. 6, 7, I think that's where you start to slot him in because I started having trouble naming a 6th or 7th. Like, I do agree. Somebody was saying Patrick Mahomes. He's playing really well right now.
Yeah. Yep.
Team just not winning.
So like just off GP, you're kind of like you got to put Patrick Mahomes in that like top
People
6. So
say
like
because they 0-2, but
right,
he's been all they got. I mean, he's
right,
and he's balling with his arm and his legs. He's balling.
right. So I feel the most comfortable saying 7 because after that, like I said, that top 5 that you already named of Herbert, Love, Stafford, Lamar, and Josh Allen, you start getting real disrespectful if you go Patrick Mahomes not right after that. Right. And then I can't name a 7th quarterback who I would say is playing better than Baker right now.
Yeah, that was my cousin OJ. And I agree.
Prime.
Then
Go ahead.
Oh I was talking about because Joel said and Daniel Jones. I do think
we're talking about right now. I mean,
right
now, you can't look at the past. You got to look at right now. What is it right now?
We're talking about right now. What Daniel Jones come out and have another good game today? Then I'm just saying.
I still will put Baker above Daniel Jones right now because
History.
Daniel Jones got
Taylor.
got Jonathan Taylor. Basically, they know they can't not look at him.
But JT,
he had like 150,
right?
Yeah, he had like 150, 160.
Wait, let me go back. Man, my iPad died. I need my number. I can't research anything at this point. I would love to see what Bucky Irvin and Rashad White did.
Nah, they didn't. Bucky had a decent game. They didn't do what JT did last week.
Jonathan Taylor.
That was
a good week last week.
So when y'all got that, I mean, when y'all got that last week.
Last week, let me pull it up real quick.
Didge is our stats guy. He usually has it ready.
Dang, Didge.
I got it up.
Some trouble.
I got it up right now. Bucky Irvin had 71, and then Rashad White had 65. So altogether, 130.
Yeah,
that's more. That's less than what Jonathan Taylor had. Just
I think Taylor had like 165. I think.
Yeah, I had.
He was player of the week, actually, wasn't he?
130 and 165 in reality ain't that big. I mean, it's a great 165 is great. It matters that. What does it matter if it's one person or two people? It don't make no difference.
I will say and Source is absolutely right. But I will say if we're going to go that route and we're going to talk about the whole deal, I much rather have what Baker had to receivers than what Jones has for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure. So what we got, guys? So Baker ran about 7 right now. 8. What we thinking?
Yeah, I think 7. You can argue 8. It depends on how y'all feeling about Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones is my guy if Baker Mayfield is in the conversation.
That's it.
So, Joel, what you think? Right about where?
7's good. I think 7's good. I was thinking maybe 6 or 7 anyway. So you talking 7, that's fine. We'll go. He's 1 up from the start of the year.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, Caesar. You know you ain't never getting on this show for real. Now, not that I was gonna be able to get you on here anyway, but yeah, you really you putting it on the college show.
What'd he say?
Here you go.
It's a lot of hurt and slander. It was crazy.
Oh boy.
Oh, but here's the thing. I don't care. It don't make no difference.
Oh dang, we lost Juwan. Too much Baker hate. Oh,
there you go.
He needed a break. He needed a moment.
Now look, Juwan went out too. Y'all done made him mad talking about Baker. Forster got mad with me talking about Hurts. He jumped off the show. Like, you and Juwan having it out. Like, hey, I'm telling you, hey, Joel, me and you cool, bro. Look. Hey, look.
Wait.
Invite me back Thursday, bro. I don't care if they don't show up. Invite me back.
Joel got his own fight. He's the only one with an 0-2 squad, so he over there fighting himself.
Ooh.
Hey, this is every year. You think I ain't used to it?
True. Fair.
So the consensus, so we think we all in agreement. Baker's at least top 8 right now. Or can we get top 7?
I'm happy to say that. Juwan, what you got? You seemed very.
Juwan got him at 3.
Juwan got him at 1. That's why he discussed.
All I'm saying is that we're progressing the conversation to the next topic. But Prime, I'm disappointed you let these guys take you from 5 to 8. I'm very
Seven.
I feel like-
Seven.
I'm ashamed of myself, but
I feel like we presented a very good argument.
But once I started looking at it, because I hadn't really did the research, I had to really think about it. He is out of the top 5. But I think I think I'm more appreciative than everybody in here what he's done this year, even though all the numbers don't show it. Right?
Prime like Baker as a person.
He went all sentiment, and then when he started actually looking at it, he was like, "Oh, wait."
Like maybe not.
Where we at? So let's move on, fellas. Let's move on. Next up, real quick. Do you guys? I hope you can see it. Can you guys see that?
Ooh, this is a much better power ranking than the one that I had saw.
PFT.
I don't like the Eagles at number 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you guys got any feelings or thoughts on this?
I think the Eagles
I don't
are
like
number one.
number
Just
one
the
either,
Super.
but-
Well, there's.
Yeah.
I feel like you
Gotta
just don't until the Super Bowl winner loses. I think you just kind of leave them there. I feel like that's their rationale.
It got to be.
Well,
I
no.
talk about it.
The Eagles haven't lost the game, correct?
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I think that's why they just stay static. You know,
Yeah.
whether how ugly it looks or not, it's just
the
they're
Eagles
they're
shouldn't be
defending
any lower
champs.
than number 1. They just won the Super Bowl and they still haven't lost yet. So why would and they just beat the Chiefs again?
Because their quarterback is 27th out of 32. What about that? What about that fact?
Here's the problem. That power ranking says Eagles, not Jalen Hurts. It says Eagles, meaning how are they playing as a whole team? They're playing better, right, than most people. They just won.
The number 1 is spitting on people.
There is no, that's all I'm saying. They deserve to be number 1. That makes all the sense in the world.
I think that 3 and 4 is very interesting.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hold on.
I mean, be honest with you, that 5 thing is interesting. And of course, there's somebody sitting at number 6 who certain quarterback we just talked
Hey,
about.
that says Buccaneers, not what you said, Juwan?
That's Buccaneers, not Baker.
I don't understand how New England's at number 23. That's funky disrespect.
Y'all see Washington at 8, right? Y'all see Washington at 8. Just so we're on the same page. Okay. Okay.
New England's at 23 because you can't put them higher than the Raiders. The Raiders beat us.
I can put them higher than the Vikings.
You sure?
Team wise, do they not have better numbers than the Vikings right now?
Who did the Vikings lose to last week? I forgot.
Who's that Vikings game? It was
that wasn't Houston. Who was it?
No, Houston lost last week.
Houston lost to Tampa Bay. That was Tampa Bay. My fault.
Because Vikings play Sunday night, right?
Falcons.
Oh yeah. Falcons.
Ooh, that was a terrible loss too. They didn't even score a touchdown.
Yeah, they look bad. They did look bad.
I agree with you. The Vikings should be 23 or lower.
I'm just saying.
23 to 25. I think.
I'm like, come on now. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, maybe the Vikings. Maybe it should have been Raiders, Patriots, Vikings. I'll give you that.
Okay, I can accept that. I mean, I'm not loving the Falcons or the Cardinals really, but okay. All right.
No, but the Falcons, I think they had. Remember, the Vikings were coming off of that comeback, so that's probably, in the eyes of this power ranking, a more dominant win to sort of shut them down versus us to beat, a 0-3 Dolphins team.
Okay, so what I'm starting to realize is 17 all the way to 32. Didge, we can kind of look at how like Rivals ranks MVP. It just be doing shit because it's very through 32 because you can really interchange a couple of these teams and it would make sense. So it's like you look after 16.
It's also only 2 weeks, so it's tough to put a true power ranking together.
Facts.
The Vikings are 21, but they dropped 9 spots.
They ain't got to do it week 2, week 3. They can wait.
The Chiefs at 0-2 at 10 is wild.
That's Mahomes a lot. Now, see, they don't play by what I said.
Well,
that's wild.
Their losses about their combined losses less than a touchdown, right?
A loss is a loss.
7
points? Loss is a loss. I don't care.
Loss is a loss, but yeah, by literally, well, yeah, a little over a touchdown.
Well, to be fair to Prime's point, when they do power rankings, I think point differential goes into
some of that.
what
It
they,
does. And you look at too.
Matchups.
I was just saying, it's not like we can't not acting like they still got these guys ranked at number 5 or something. I mean, number 10 to me is fair.
at 0-2?
10 is top 30%, top 30% of the league
It's fair.
I mean,
without a win. That's crazy.
so where you think they should be then?
I don't know, but I know if they lose to the Giants, they better drop to 31.
Y'all talking about a trap game? That might be the one for real,
Bruh.
Fun fact. There's a fun fact.
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs have never beaten the Giants on the road.
Oh, I can't wait to watch that.
Wow.
That's a night game. That's a night game. That's a night game.
Yeah,
right?
Sunday night game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That might change tonight, but it's
I
never
tell
been
you
done
what.
before.
I tell you what, Prime. This game is going to be important to me for one reason.
What's that?
You know how much I love my DBs. You've been talking up a specific DB in Kansas City. If he can put a stop to Neighbors tonight, number one in my eyes. Number one in my eyes.
The
Well,
question
that ain't happening.
I'm just saying Gonzalez would do it. So I'm just saying Surtain would do it. I'm just saying.
So
Who is it?
so that's gonna
right?
be interesting if they do move him around, though. Or does he? Is he? Do they stick him to him? I mean, he wants to get that contract extension. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't get his contract extension done before the season, and
You gonna let him go by? He's like, my money.
yeah, he didn't get that contract extension before the season. So that is going to be interesting. If he want to earn that money and get them people to sign him, if Trent wanted to get the people to sign him, he got to D up today, man.
This is where you earn it.
D up tonight.
Where you earn it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna have to D up tonight. So very, very interesting. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this thing changes after this week, though. But that top, I would say that top.
I feel like I would flip the Ravens and Chargers.
The
The Ravens look great, but that I feel like just in terms of power rankings, that collapse has to. You can't still be ahead of an undefeated team.
No.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all might think I'm crazy at this point. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm probably putting the Chargers right now at number 4.
I'm good. I'm good with the Ravens being right there.
I was just about to say, I'm with Source. I'm telling you this again. I've seen Justin Herbert break my heart. Bro, it's not happening again. Ravens stay at number 4. Chargers gonna have to go 18-0 or something to get me to
You just bitter because of prior things. We got to talk about this year only.
Y'all talking about records though. Like I'm just saying, I know it's only one slot, but I mean that just shows you how people view things. You got a 1-1 team sitting over top of a 2-0 squad. Not that it matters to me, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, we all know it's too early.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the Chargers, they've been balling on both sides though, man.
They have.
Derwin James and them have been phenomenal, and offensively, you think about it. You got Quentin Johnson looking like a Pro Bowler out here at receiver, and Keenan Allen just proving that he ain't washed. He just played for the Bears last year. That's all it was.
Right.
hilarious.
I mean, let's keep it real. He's looking like new money right now.
He is.
I mean, best
Keep it real with.
in all of NFL. I've been saying this for forever.
All right. So that being the case, there's your 2-0 squads right there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Time out. The Bengals lost their quarterback and why did I think they lost that game? They still won that game?
They won it
And
in
they beat
like
the
the last
Jags.
second.
They beat the Jags.
Who you said, the Bengals?
Yeah.
Yeah, they 2-0.
2-0. Beat the Jags.
Pressing 2-0 I've ever seen.
Right.
So you're looking at the Bengals still sitting. The Colts 2-0. We've been bigging up Daniel Jones, Kyler Murray down there. The Chargers.
That's the
Cardinals.
Kyle-
Quiet.
Niners holding it down.
That's a shocker. I did not realize the Cardinals were 2-0.
Yeah.
Wait. Hold on. So Prime, hold on. So looking at this 2-0 squad, right? You got Josh Allen, right? You got Jalen Hurts, Jordan Love, Matt Stafford, Justin Herbert, Baker Mayfield, and this is Purdy still? Yeah, Purdy, right?
No,
That's
Purdy
it.
was hurt.
No, pretty hurt.
Purdy's hurt? Okay. So Josh
no.
Allen, Jordan Love,
So
Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, Matthew Stafford, and Baker Mayfield. So technically, looking at this, Mayfield 6.
Interesting.
Looking at that, Mayfield's 4th for real.
You coming around? I'm telling you, you coming around.
Yeah, well, we don't count everybody, and just
Yeah, put my foot. I'm with you.
No, man. Mac Jones had a better game last week than Baker has had this year. If we're talking pure quarterback play.
wow, that's so disrespectful.
If we're talking pure quarterback play, just quarterback play, Mac
Disrespectful.
Jones played better than both of those Baker games.
Mac Jones.
Disrespectful, and I appreciate it.
All right, then we got
Jawad Whitfield.
let's go over to the let's see, hold on, what we got here. What is this? I don't even know what that is.
I was gonna say, I know this ain't supposed to be the 0-2 teams.
Ain't no
Disrespect
0-2
to have
team.
us on there.
Disregard
I was gonna
that.
say, did you
As a matter of fact,
make this prior to the game?
yeah, nah. Because I said the Cowboys definitely ain't 0-2. But anyway, so we go to the 0-2 squads.
They 0-2 in spirit, though.
I only have my joint up here for my 0-2. I got to put it up. But anyway, 0-2 squads right now. So correct me if I'm wrong, but we got the Titans,
Yep.
the Dolphins, the
Texans,
the Jets, the Chiefs, the Giants, the Bears, the Saints, and the Packers, right?
Panthers. Packers 2-0.
Panthers.
Technically, the Dolphins is 0-3.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
lost.
so they're not 0-2.
So they're not 0-2. What do y'all think? Give me the top three. What's the top 3 0-2 teams?
Power ranking the worst teams.
Wait, do you have the picture thing again?
I thought I did, but I didn't. But I can tell you, I can run it down.
I would say you got
Titans, Dolphins, Jets, Chiefs, Texans, Giants, Bears, Saints, Panthers,
and the Browns. I think we forgot them the first time around.
the Browns.
That's
And
the
all them teams stink.
Yeah, we're saying who's the best out of them.
Oh, easy. I got that. I got you.
I mean, the Chiefs.
I think you have to go
Chiefs
to
and
the
the
Texans,
Texans?
the Chiefs, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Giants.
So
Wow.
you going in that order?
Of the bottom.
Yeah. No. Chiefs, Texans, Giants. No, not in any order. I was just naming them by what I can remember. But if I have to rank them, it's Chiefs.
Texans, Giants.
Because here's my thing, right? Here's the reason why I have the Giants third on there out of the teams in this pile is that they've shown I think they have one of the best defensive front lines. They just have to put it together, right? So I think once they're able to put that together, I think they're going to wreak a lot of havoc. And Russ has shown, from week 1 to week 2, a little inconsistent, but he has shown that he has the ability to really throw the ball, right? So I'm like, they can put points on the board. So to me, in today's NFL, you just have to be able to score, and they've shown that they can do that.
Right.
You just always imagine they're always going to be in the mix, and I refuse to believe that CJ is a fraud. I refuse to believe that kid's
You on fraud watch.
I know. That's what I said. I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe it, even though he's still young. Did you and this crowning people frauds?
I said he's on fraud watch. I didn't say he was a fraud. I said he's on fraud watch.
He's on the tier list right now.
No,
Dang.
to me, I think the highest upside would come from a perennial champion in the Chiefs, CJ, who I think you could argue is probably outside of Mahomes, the best out of that bunch. And then the Giants, I think they have what it takes to just put it all together and string some wins together. So that might also just be loyalty to my guy Joel. I don't know. It's confusing. But that's what I'm gonna go.
Your dad's a fan. Your girl's a fan. You're the only one that's outlier.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I agree. Only one with common sense. Ain't no way I'm doing Knicks and Giants and Mets. That ain't happening. I need some
Mets fan? Ew.
break in there.
Ew.
But yeah, that's my 3.
I feel like that's the consensus 3 because the Bears are a poverty franchise, the Saints poverty franchise, the Panthers, you see, oof. The Browns, ooh.
None of y'all got no love for Spencer Rattler, huh?
No.
Nope.
No. Saints fans don't even have love for him. Did you see the post where the dude they was talking about Arch was saying that he might come back after the end of this year back to Texas going into next year? He was like, we're gonna be ass next year too. I don't care. They don't have faith in him. So
Dang.
then the Jets, like they're trash, and the Dolphins, they're not even 0-2 anymore. They 0-3. So clearly they're the worst.
Even though they had a shot in that game.
I'm about to say they showed some life this week, but
they showed some
They
life
had a
last.
shot what game? They had a shot what game?
The Bills game.
Buffalo.
They had a shot,
Okay.
but once again, just like how they had a shot the week before, at the end they love to say, no, we're not going to actually do this.
Yeah. Hey man, they went up against 2 of the greatest to ever do it, back-to-back weeks. So ain't no, nothing to hang your head low about that. You know what I'm saying?
I think that the Panthers are interesting. I know you guys say it's the Panthers, but they kind of held their own against the Cardinals. I'm not that the Cardinals are powerhouse, but the Cardinals undefeated right now. Like, I mean, they were right there at the end of that game, their last game last week. So,
no, much like Juwan is saying that the Chargers, how Justin Herbert broke his heart too many times. I talked all last year how like, man, Bryce Young gonna turn it around, and he got worse. I give him no faith. He has to show me. They have to win they have to make a playoff berth for I can start saying, oh, they're gonna turn it around.
That Chiefs game last year was a good one.
No, man. He'll give you a flash and then be trash for like the next 6 weeks.
Yeah.
You a flash and then be trash. Good go.
Yeah, it do be like that.
It do.
yeah, I think all of us are pretty much on the same page. There's some interesting things to look at, though. Like, I guess I don't know if how much we're gonna find about the Bears for real today, because I told you the Cowboys defense is trash. But I just thought it was interesting. They hung in there in week 1 in a game they thought they had against against the Vikings. Lost that by 3, but then got the brakes blown off of them by Detroit.
I know I had to.
Yeah.
I couldn't come in with the slander that I had ready for Source last week. I had nothing, so I was hoping we didn't bring up that game.
Yeah, I think we all pretty much got the same list for the most part. I would probably give, believe it or not, the Jets a little bit more love if Fields were healthy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably give him. He's making a bit of a difference offensively. They just got things to work out.
Week 1.
They're very interesting, man. I think all we got left now, man, is really. I think we're gonna pick about 5 games. I do find it interesting though. So as we go into today, there's a lot of things going on. We mentioned some of them earlier, but one of them is a game I didn't plan to pick, but would be a matchup that's going down today that we've kind of touched on, at least one of the players. But I don't know if y'all saw this, but 7 years ago, Baker Mayfield replaced Tyrod Taylor as a starting quarterback in Cleveland in a game versus the Jets.
It's Tyrod.
Yeah, Baker said it was Tyrod.
It's Tyrod.
Tyrod Taylor, whatever. Tyrod Taylor, whatever it is.
Juwan is definitely gonna call him Tyrod because Baker says so.
Right.
We'll call him Tyrod. But yeah, so he replaced him in the game versus the Jets. And that was in week 3. And today it's week 3, and they're gonna face off against each other as the Bucs and the Jets play. So I just thought that was interesting.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
It is. And the head coach of that Jets team
Yep.
was Todd Bowles.
Yep.
That's right.
Wow, good call.
Oh, interesting.
Very interesting. Very interesting. So,
Y'all remember that time where they tried to kill Tyrod Taylor? Okay.
yeah,
Still going. He's still going.
Yeah.
no doubt, man. So we've got chose 5 games. We might do a 6, but we'll do these 5 games here. And the first up is going to be the 2-0 Rams against the 2-0 Philadelphia Eagles. That will be going down today. I guess some may say that might be the game of the week. Probably is. Even though there's another interesting one on later on today, a super good one on today. But we're going to start off. Joel, what do you think about this Rams and Eagles game today?
Well, it's gonna be a good one, man. Let's see if Jennings can throw his first touchdown of the year against the Rams. I like the Rams. I like Stafford.
Touchdown.
What?
I said he better. Look, AJ Green been on my fantasy league flounder.
Oh,
Or not AJ Brown. I said AJ Green.
AJ Green.
AJ Brown. That's how bad he been playing. That's how bad he been playing. Look.
Nah, I get it. Like, I got Terry McLaurin in mind. He hasn't done shit either. So hopefully that changes. I mean, you got the back. Who I forgot who the watch the backup is. Got him this week. But yeah, I think the Rams are good. This should be a good game. I'm not really sure like how it's gonna play out. Eagles are good. Eagles are overall good. It didn't have to be even a top 10 quarterback to win, obviously. He's like a decoy. Like, he's like, I could throw it, I could rush it, and he can do either one. They have a great line. They got a great running back. They have a good tight end. They're straight up. Their defense is pretty decent. Good. It's just they're stacked. Rams are also really good. Like you said, Stafford, possibly even the top 5 quarterback this year. He's been playing really well. I got him on my fantasy. He's my backup right now, but it's good to have as insurance. Yeah. And I like what I've seen out of the Rams. I don't know. Again, I want to lean Rams, but I think that's just my bias speaking. But we'll see. I don't want to. Gotcha. Who's the home team?
Eagles.
It's in Philly?
Yeah.
That's a rabbit base right there.
Yeah, they try.
They do. But we'll see. Maybe because they're the home team, I might lean Philly, but it's about time they damn well lose, goddamn. It's been a couple been like a year, it feels like. Jesus Christ.
It's 18 games, to be exact.
Look at that. Look at what I'm talking about. That's nuts.
What the hell he knows that? Without looking at
Jawan's not coming back.
Gotcha.
Well, this girl shut up.
It's all good. Dij, who you like?
I'm picking the Eagles solely just because it's in Philadelphia and it's an early game, so traveling from the West Coast for an early game, that just sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Gotcha. You got a score you might want to give up?
Oh, let's go 17-14. I do think it's going to be close.
17-14.
One of those 17 better be a touchdown to AJ Brown.
Well, I like this one because, in our league, of course, I have Jalen Hurts as my starting quarterback. I think he cost me a win there. So I need that man to put some more
points. I agree.
Y'all be asking for too much.
We just asking. Look, you guys are winning the Super Bowl. We asking for some help on the outside, bro. That's
right. Make it flashy.
It ain't that hard, man.
It is.
What you got? So what you got? What y'all gonna do today, man?
After the last two, well, actually, the Eagles smacked the Rams during the regular season last year, and I was surprised by the dominance in that game, for real. But in the playoff game, the Eagles could have easily lost that joint. Although they kind of, had the lead for the most part and had a two-score lead a good part of the game, but they definitely could have tricked that joint up. I think the Rams are going to play well. They played well, like I said.
at the end of last year, or at the end of the last time these two met a couple months back. But I can't pick them no. Eagles 26-20.
26-20.
High
I
school.
have the Rams 24-23.
Of course you do.
I hope it stays under 20. I got the Rams defense. I need them to.
No, I got those defense. I definitely also agree.
Keep it small, yeah.
Well, we got it. Next up would be the Steelers versus the Pats. Two teams sitting at 1-1. I go ahead and tell you, I have I got the Patriots 20-17.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Not bad.
2017. Source, what you got?
I got. Juwan left, so I'm gonna go Patriots. I'm gonna go Patriots 24-20. It's a lot of 20 happening today.
Yeah, I agree. All right.
420
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Patriots, of course. 2013.
20-13.
2013.
Who you got to win this thing? Who you got to win this thing, Joel?
I'm going with the upside of the Patriots. I'll agree with y'all.
Oh, that's
Go New England over Pittsburgh. I have no idea what the score is. I don't know how y'all do that. Like, just
You going with New England?
Yeah, I'm gonna go New England over Pittsburgh.
we all in agreement. That worries me.
All right. Next up, okay. We got the Chiefs and the Giants. Chiefs 2-2 squad going at today. As we mentioned earlier, this could be one of those games. It's a game.
How good is that defense? I don't remember. Like how good? Sorry, you told me you just played them.
Kansas City's defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all right. I think y'all can get at them though. If I was a more daring person, I would put some money on the Giants for real. But I'm not. So 30-27, Kansas City. Yeah, that might be a lot of points, but I'm going with it. 30-27.
30-27. It might be a shootout. Never know. I don't know though. I don't know. I'm definitely. I can't. I'm not betting against my own team, so I know it doesn't look like. But like I just said, it's a fun fact: the Chiefs have not been able to beat the Giants.
I love that.
So like we'll see. I mean, this is Kansas City's currently just kind of floundering a little bit in the beginning of the season. Maybe we can take advantage of that, or they come out upset and they wreck us. But I'm just gonna go with the Giants over the Chiefs. It's gonna be. I think it might end up being close. It might be high scoring. Let's say, 28. It's gonna be close. Sorry, no, yeah. Oh, I don't know. Let's say 28-24.
Gotcha. 28-24. So you want the Chiefs?
Yeah, the Chiefs.
All right. I got you. All right. Here's what you got.
Based off of what Joel was saying, that the Chiefs have never beat the Giants in New York City, and the fact that the Chiefs are going into have to play the Ravens next week, I feel like this has all the makings for a trap game. I'm going Giants 30-27.
Whoa.
Dang, they just gonna. Oh, you said Giants. Gotcha.
Woo. Man, you talking what's crazy? I looked at it. Hey, real quick, you mentioned it. Can you pull up the Chiefs' schedule the next few weeks? It's crazy because they can't afford to lose this game, bro.
They got Ravens next week. The Jaguars, let's say they lose both of these and the Ravens. The Jaguars should be their win, but then they go against the Lions. Raiders should be hopefully another one, but then it's Commanders, Bills, Broncos. So it's a tough.
So the Bills is in there, yeah.
But they the Chiefs.
Commanders might be healthy.
Right.
Yeah. Woo.
They got Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, but
Well, bright light for them is they got sound like they make it worthy back possibly next week, and now at least Rasheed Rice should be able. I think she'll be able to join the team this week. I believe he can't play
until
I think
week
they can get him
6,
back
right?
in the building. I think it's this week coming up. So they'll try to fix that. But yeah, I'm going with the Chiefs 27-17.
27. Okay.
All right. Next, we got 2 games left. Next up, I'm looking forward to this one right here. We got the Chargers and the Denver Broncos.
Woo.
Division matchup. And this one ought to be really, really good to see what the Chargers do with their receivers, how they line up. Does Surtain get a matchup? But I don't know if that's even going to matter at this point because, they haven't even the Chargers haven't even had a big game out of Lad McConkey yet. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But with the other two, they're getting busy out there. So this is going to be crazy. It's going to be a crazy game.
Oh, he's been having a good
Source, what you think about this one, man?
Man, this is going to be a good one. Entertaining battle. The Chargers are a little scary, though. I mean, Denver's really good. I think Denver's really good. Well, really is, strong. But I think the Broncos are good. I think they're good. But I think the Chargers might be that one. I'm going 29-23 Chargers on the strength of Justin Herbert.
Ditch.
30-23 Chargers. You're right. Denver secondary is great, but clearly the Chargers have weapons on top of weapons. And I trust Justin Herbert more than I trust Bo Nix right now.
All right, fair enough. What you think, Joel?
Chargers. I've been very impressed with the Chargers lately.
Yeah.
And I like Denver. I have Bo Nix. I need Bo Nix to play really well. But
I do too.
I don't need him to win though. So I definitely got the Chargers getting.
And it's in LA, so that probably also helps.
Big city dreams.
Let's make this a high point scoring game just so I can get my points. Wow. 31-28.
Oh man, that is high scoring.
It's gonna be close. Chargers.
And that's crazy because I am hoping and I got some points being scored on this one. And the popular pick is the Chargers, and as it should be. But I'm rolling with the Broncos in this one. I feel like they got a bad taste in their mouth from that loss last week. They just got to get the consistency in the passing game. They got a decent running game. Okay running game. Dobbins is getting a little more tick than I thought he would get. I thought R.J. Harvey would get a little more touches, but I just think they bounce back. And I'm going to take the Broncos and a score very close to what Didge had, but I got the Broncos 30-27.
The Broncos secondary doesn't have a pick this year yet?
Interesting.
Interesting, yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe they get 3 today. Let's see.
I hope they don't get 3 today.
7 picks today.
That'd be crazy.
And then, of course, we got the other big one that people are going to be watching. Schedule makers knew what they were doing when they put this one up, and that would be the Lions taking over Lamar and the Baltimore Ravens. Very interesting. Joel, what you think about this one?
Ravens. Gonna be more. I like the Lions that bounced back last week. They look good.
52 last week.
Yeah, but I like the Ravens this week. I don't. It's gonna be. Damn. I mean, they've been scoring too.
Mm-hmm.
Say. 28 for the Ravens. 21 for the Lions.
All right, so you got the Ravens 28-21?
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Didge.
I'm going Ravens. I'm going to go 38-35.
Damn. I mean,
I like that.
Doable.
I like that though.
I'm that 41 that Buffalo was able to put up week 1. It seems like against a really good offense, that defense might not be as good as previously advertised. Like, granted, yeah, they held the Browns to 17 last week, but it's the Browns. Like, I mean, and if the Lions could play just as good on offense as they played last week, they should be able to put up 35. I just do also think that the Ravens' offense is a little bit better.
Fair enough.
Indeed. Source.
I got 2 scores. My official score is 41-34 Ravens. 41-34 Ravens. But I want to say 41-21 Ravens, to be honest.
Oh,
Wow.
you have less faith in Jared Goff than I thought you would have.
No, it's not about Jared Goff. It's about the Ravens. I don't want against it. If it was Buffalo and Detroit, I'd probably have 35 or 40 for
Okay.
Detroit. But the Ravens, I think that defense is real. And don't let the end of the Buffalo game fool you. But Baltimore beat the brakes off them people.
They did, but they also collapsed. You have to talk about the collapse.
No, you don't. The collapse happened when them peoples was trying to hold on, like the John Harbaugh way. Hey, there's no reason for that man to have 17 double-digit second-half leads. Lost.
I agree.
No reason.
I do agree.
One day, Lamar Jackson will be like, I don't care what you call it. I'm just going to keep balling the way I was balling. We had to fight it out after the game. Because you can't just keep this forever. So I'm going 41-34, but just keep that 41-21 in mind.
I will.
Yeah, I'm going with the Lions. It's funny that you guys brought up the collapse because we keep saying this from Baltimore, man. Like, years past in the playoffs, we saw them collapse in week 1. And I do believe that offense is real. Source he believes the defense is real. I think the jury's out. I think it might be a little bit better than what we saw at Spurs last year, but I think the jury is still out. I'm tending to believe that even with the loss of those coordinators, that Detroit definitely still has an offense.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with the Lions with the same score that Cowboys Giants game last year. I'm going to go 40-37.
Yep. Well, look at you. You the one who not believing in the offenses.
I'm scared to believe anything. All right? I'm just trying to. What I could have been an aberration. Look, that first week I was completely down on everything, and then that second week they came out and like Russell Wilson looked like he was still in Seattle. I was like, oh, what the fuck to believe, honestly. But I hope that I'm wrong, and we light them the fuck up. But we'll see.
Let's go Giants. Let's go Giants.
Very interesting. So we got a lot of points on the board. We got a lot of points there, and then a lot of these games, and potentially, in a game that we're not gonna pick because I don't want to pick it. Potentially in that Cowboys Bears game. So that's a possibility. I mean, the Bears have a decent defense, but they are without their star corner, and I believe maybe somebody else in that secondary is going to be out too. So there's the potential for some points in that one as well. So we shall see.
I don't trust the Bears enough.
Right.
I would have picked them just to be funny, but I don't trust them enough.
There's some local bias there.
Fair enough. Another great week, guys. Joel, tell the people they can find you, and is anything they need to be on the lookout for?
Sure. Joel_J27 on Instagram, on X. I think on Threads. Yeah, so I'm basically the same everywhere. And I have a show that we did last week. We started a little basketball show on Thursday. Well, we did our first show last Thursday. It's gonna be the next 6 weeks, so we're doing a division a week. So we started with the Northwest. This week we'll be doing the Pacific. So we're ramping up for the NBA season. We're talking some hoops. So yeah, please show up for Much Ado About Nothing presents.
Dope.
Thank
Dig.
You can find me Dig D everywhere. I do a show on Fridays. I'm also on this basketball show on Thursday, so you can hear my basketball takes. But also I do a tech show on Fridays with my buddy Trayvon, Nerd with the Tech, also on my YouTube page where we're just talking about the week's tech news. So check that out if you want to know what's going on with that.
No doubt. Source, anything that people need to look out for?
Nope.
Oh,
Just kidding. They on TikTok. It's the best show on TikTok. Beat Cypher wins. We got producers that pull up, play beats. We got interviews. We had who we had last week. I don't remember. They all start to run together after a while. It was dope though. I can tell you that. Who was the guest last week? It was my cousin. Wow, that's terrible.
Yeah.
My
D-Man. No DJ.
D-Man, no DJ. He is actually well. I think he might have got in trouble talking about Jazzy Jeff's playlist retreat because they sent out an email that evening after I posted the joint saying please nobody talk about the playlist retreat. We've already had somebody show up unannounced and uninvited. I was like, oh, I hope it ain't had nothing to do with the. I hope he ain't see that jump. Somebody ain't catch a reel or something. But anyway, yeah, like I said, best show on TikTok. And this week we have producer Domingo. We were supposed to have him a couple weeks ago, but he should be there this Wednesday. And if he's not, I ain't inviting him back no more. I don't care if he won a Grammy or none of that. That's you got to show up at some point. Have y'all heard about my Evidence interview? I just want to know. Do y'all know who Evidence is? Did Joel?
Evan?
the name sounds familiar.
Do y'all listen to rap music? Let me ask you that.
Not
I
as
do.
often as I used to.
I listen to it a lot.
Feel like y'all listen to ska or
Scott is crazy.
uh,
I don't listen to anything.
know that it's NFL time and I'll stop talking now.
Oh, it's fam from Dilated People. You could have just said that. Okay.
I didn't want to get into all that. But yeah, since you know who it is, I interviewed him Saturday, not yesterday, but last Saturday.
Nice.
Via
Nice.
Zoom.
Oh.
Oh, that's dope.
It didn't record. It didn't record. It's not dope. It's not dope at all.
I
It
was
is
about
not
to. I was
dope
just
at all.
about to go watch it. No,
You're not. No, you're not. It doesn't exist. Terrible. That's
Didn't
very
record.
painful.
That sucks.
I messaged that man. He didn't even respond. I'm like, dang, he mad.
Oh
might
yeah,
be.
I'm sure.
Yeah, he mad. So terrible things happen. God bless. We'll do better next time.
I've been there. I get it.
No doubt. And me, I'm your boy Prime. Y'all know what time it is. I'm where I'm at that time. So you can find me when I feel like you finding me. But usually I'm either on Facebook or over on X at Prime FBK. I'm over there. And I too was on the show with Joel last week. Had a great time talking NBA, and I'm looking forward to this week. What are we doing this week? What you doing in the Pacific? You said Pacific, right?
Yeah.
In the Pacific this Thursday, so I'm looking forward to that. And other than that, and then Source and I, we doing Wednesday.
Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't even say my ad or anything. Ad source, of course. Ad source, of course. Might want to mix that in. Prime and I also do a show on Wednesdays. Be Safe for Wednesday starts at 7 Eastern. Prime and I do a show from 6 to 7 on Wednesdays, where we pick our SBP official top 10 hip hop songs from different years. And it's been crazy thus far. It's a good time, good conversation. We go back and forth and argue and throw stuff and all kind of crazy. We be cussing each other out, all kind. No, not for real. But yeah. So what year are we doing this year? This week, Prime?
I think we got to decide because I think we got to go back and there's a couple of years that we haven't done yet. I don't think we done. Did we do it? So I was gonna leave it up to you. It's something specific.
Next week we have to do the women joint if we can get it together. We have to do it in October. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, October.
Okay.
So I figure we got to do something related to the women at some point in October.
So we
But
definitely,
we'll talk this week.
yeah, we'll talk about it for sure. And just real quick, man. So what we do is we've had some shows before football season where we did on Sundays where we picked the list. Most times we pick somewhere between 15 to 20 songs each. And then what we've done now on Sources, over on Sources show on Wednesday, what we do is we take those lists and we have to get down to 10.
Mm-hmm.
So there's times between 30 to 40 songs that we have to go through in some cases, and we got to dwindle down to 10, and it's fun. It is fun.
Nice.
Except for when Prime makes me get rid of Running from 1995, as if I would ever get rid of Running from. I'm still hurt about that. Did that happen? That happened, right?
What was
I'm
your
not
number
mad.
one for 1995?
Yeah.
Oh, we just.
Oh, you went out.
Your sound went out a little bit. I can see you.
Oh, I think my. Yeah. Okay. My bad. Yeah, we do 10 songs. We don't do an order for one
Oh, it's
through
not in
10,
order. Okay.
but just 10. For 1995. But what was near the top in 1995? It definitely.
95?
Oh, that was. It could have been Shook Ones. Like that's probably was in the argument. Was that 95?
We had an argument about between both of the mob joints. Like that we had to argue about putting them on there.
Survival of the Fittest. We had both of them on there.
Yeah, we had both of them on there, but it was like, don't feel right. It was a conversation.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Beat up all time.
Shook Ones definitely should have been up there. So that makes sense. I'm glad.
100%.
Pick 6 already.
Ooh. Which
Who that?
game?
Who that?
Your boy Ward, Cam Ward, threw a pick 6.
Um,
Daniel Jones might not do a whole lot today, but I'm just saying.
I got Jonathan Taylor in my lineup. But come on now.
Oh, I'll give a quick shout out. I got him in 2 of my fan dudes. Quick shout out to all the Washington Commanders fans in the group, especially. But a lot of people I know are down in Washington today. They travel down to this Raiders game, and I would imagine that some of our favorite people, at least 1 or 2 of our favorite people in the group, probably went down there. I'm thinking Raider fans. They're probably down in DC. So, but I know by checking social media this morning between Facebook posts and other, quite a few people that I know that did travel to DC, or should I say Maryland, but this morning to this Washington Raider game. And I'm not talking about together. It's just people randomly doing camera shots in the car and leading. And somebody, a buddy of mine I went to college with, I think he's in the group, was out there already standing outside his hotel room. And he stayed down there at 9 o'clock this morning with a 24-ounce Miller Lite. So I getting it in.
I like that.
Getting it in. But always, everybody enjoy this Sunday. We appreciate y'all. Diz, Joel, Jawan, appreciate y'all. You're always welcome. Like I say, I'll send the link. If you want to come through, come through. If not, we understand if you got things to do. And, everybody enjoy this Sunday.
Appreciate it. Ramon J. Stevenson already fumbled. Oh, my God.